What's up, guys? It's your boy, Hilarious. It is currently 12:33 a.m. in the morning for me, and we're watching this fuck shit. Now, I'm not really happy about it. As you can see, we already watched, the first 12 minutes on stream. Make sure you follow me on twitch.tv/hilarious. You know what I'm saying? For the live reactions and gameplay. Let me stop, bro. But what's up, y'all? It's your boy Hilarious, man. Bro, man, this shit is the first story was fucking horrifying. I just want to say that up front. You know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna hold y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and hop in this shit. Cause this shit is fucking wild. Let's go. It's fucking late for this shit, man. So I'm tired. Let's go. Great.
Disclaimer about my story before sharing it with the world.
Shit.
Before doing so, I would like to keep the individuals within this story anonymous, so I will be utilizing alias names to protect the
I bet you
identity
will
following
be
these
utilizing
videos.
names.
The events of this story may be very disturbing to some viewers, so viewer discretion is
I'm
highly
already
advised.
disturbed. I'm already
The
disturbed.
story happened when I was in my late 30s. I was a full-time mortician and enjoyed
What?
every single second of my job. Seeing the dead carcasses of human remains come in and out of the morgue, it was symbolic in a sense where that was the end of the deceased person's existence in this world.
Symbolic. Okay.
It was equivalent to closing a cover of a book that told the story of an individual's life and then putting it away for good on a bookshelf. My wife of 16 years wasn't fond of my occupation much. To be honest, I don't exactly blame her, as any spouse dealing with the same circumstances probably underwent the same mutual feelings. My wife and I weren't exactly the wealthiest people, so we rented the basement of my best friend, who lived on the top floor with his wife and children.
What?
We were all mutual friends from high school, so that made our time living there much more bearable than living with complete strangers. I remember meeting my wife at our high school cafeteria.
Okay.
From
Why does bitch look angry? Like I already feel like something up. Like look how she look at him. Like, I'm about to kill you. Your ass is grass. Like, no, bro. Like, no. That's not what we want 12 a.m. in the morning.
the moment I laid eyes on her, I could tell she was going to be the one. We ended up dating, which eventually blossomed into a
I'm sorry, y'all.
relationship
That's not what
and
you.
of course married.
That's not what you shouldn't just
You're
throw
the
me in
best
there.
husband ever. You know that?
I wish I could say the same about you. I'm just joking. You are the greatest wife ever. Sound better?
Of course.
No,
Promise
it
you'll
don't.
never
It don't.
leave me?
It doesn't sound better at
Always
all.
be with me. A promise is a promise. Like I said before,
What?
we've been together for 16 long committed years, but not all fairy tales conclude.
By the way, rest in peace, Juice World. Love him, bro. The music's so great, bro. Rare talent that we never get again. I'm sorry. I had to put that out there.
With a happy ending. It was a Friday evening when I was out with some friends at a local gentleman's club for one of my colleagues' 40th
Hey,
birthday.
drop that booty
I personally
meat.
didn't tell my
That
wife.
booty meat. Hey, drop
Didn't want
that.
to hear her fuss about watching
sorry.
other
I'm
females
sorry.
dance exotically behind her back. So I let her know that I was visiting some family relatives. The time was roughly 11 p.m. when I began drinking beer after beer, shot glass after shot glass.
And he know he got to go
I
home
had
to his wife.
completely lost count of the amount of beers I had consumed due to the overbearing amount of orders me and my friend put in on the tab. My surroundings became blurry as the temperature in the room gradually increased the longer I sat in one spot.
What?
I could legitimately feel my head throbbing and could hear every pulse exerting the blood from my veins to my temple.
Oh my
The
God,
audio
that
from
boy
began to stir my
wasted.
brain up as sweat began dripping down the side of my face.
Ew, he was hot.
That's
He
when
was
my friend
stank.
Jake jokingly confronts me by saying, "Dude, what would you do if your wife ended up finding out that you were here? It's not a big deal. We've been married for 16 years, so
Yeah, you think
she's
you?
not going
Oh,
anywhere.
okay. He think that shit good.
The devil. You gonna answer that?" I
You better
remember
not answer
hearing and
that.
feeling my phone vibrate on the side of my pants pocket. Answer it. I can't. She must know that I'm here. Dude, what are you talking? Just shut up and mind your business. Dude, I can buy you a lap dance if that'll calm you down. Sheesh.
The
I felt like
hell?
my friend was intentionally trying to exasperate me immensely. Like he was poking the bear and was questioning the integrity of my relationship.
Bro,
I
who the...
honestly felt like no matter who approached or talked to me that night, I was going to throw an impromptu hissy fit from the paranoid state and guilty conscience that manifested inside my head. That's when I couldn't bear the sight of sitting at that club anymore, nor could I stand any interactions with the people in general any longer. I abruptly got up to leave the
What
premises
the
as my
fuck?
friends began talking under their breath saying, "Did you guys see how much he was sweating? He must have been nervous as hell from his wife. Huh, hope he got a prenup." How the hell could he sweat so much? The AC is freaking cold as hell.
What?
As I make my way out of the gentleman's club, I began to slowly tumble towards my
Oh, they
car
not,
as I felt
bro. They're
incredibly
not real friends,
intoxicated.
dog. They are not real friends. Why the fuck would they leave him like that? Let him walk by himself. They're not real friends, bro. If you got people like this, drop them, bro. That shit crazy.
I contemplated calling an Uber, but just decided to walk home, as the walk wasn't that far and it gave me an opportunity to sober up. My leg that had the pocket with my phone inside it began feeling slightly jittery from the radiation. I remember
Jittery.
taking my phone out of my pocket and seeing that I had at least 100 missed calls from my wife. This led me to believe that something odd was going on. As I got closer to my house, I could hear a swarm of fire trucks and police sirens echoing throughout my neighborhood. After a couple steps closer, I could then make out that my house had been engulfed in fire. That's when I ran towards one of the police
Oh
sergeants standing
shit.
nearby and yelled, "That's my house. Please help. My wife and my best friend are in there." "Sir, I'm going to need you to calm down. Our fire department is taking care of it right now." "Hello? Sir, are you okay?" And that's when I blacked out. About 24 hours after that incident, it was announced that my wife and my best friend were officially pronounced dead at the scene, and had suffered third-degree burns from the fire that had burned the household down. The investigators were unfortunately unable to identify what my...
Oh, this shit took a turn. Oh man, he lost his fucking wife, and he was drunk, and she was calling him, and he was at a strip club. He is going to have nightmares. Oh man, that shit gave me the fucking chills. Look at that shit, bro. Look at this shit.
might have caused the fire, but they speculate that it might have been caused by a gas leak from the furnace in our basement. But I have a confession. I was the sole reason of why that fire happened. I couldn't stand to see my wife or my best friend alive any longer. Prior
What the
to their
fuck?
death, I remember heading home from work early one day, only to catch them having an affair with each other. It was at that point that I could have confronted the both of them, but instead, I took a different approach and texted my wife saying, "I'm gonna be home late, going to have a drink with the boys after work is done." Her response was,
Have fun. Text me before you come home. Love you.
that drove me to the point of insanity, which made me set a part of the house on fire before sprinting to the gentleman's club to meet with my friends. I'm a little ashamed
This
by my actions,
motherfucker
but
killed his friend and his
at the
wife.
same time, I felt like it was the right thing to do, as they're both in a better place right now.
He
My
just
conscience
murdered.
would have been worse if my friend's wife and children were involved, but luckily, they weren't, as they were fortunately at a close relative's house. When going to both my wife's and my best friend's funeral, I honestly had the urge to disclose to his wife how much of a cheating and ungrateful bastard he was, but I obviously kept my mouth shut until now. Despite my wife having an affair, I still miss and love her dearly. As deceitful and untrustworthy as my wife was, I still found it in me to forgive her for her perfidious acts. The memories we had shared since high school were something I still cherished, even
But
if
you
it was
killed
a
her, though.
compromise from the affair. I remember spreading her lips wide open, using my thumb and index finger. I even had the courtesy of peeling back open her eyelids, just so I could see more of those beautiful eyes. Look at her. So beautiful.
This motherfucker crazy, bro. This motherfucker's crazy. Do you see this shit? Do you see what this man just did? First of all, he just killed his best friend and his wife. I understand they was having an affair. Okay. That motherfucker had kids and a wife, too. And he gonna sit here and peel his dead wife's lips and... These are the motherfuckers that's not in prison. Alright.
You look exactly the same way when we first dated. You know that? The deeper I indulged myself by gazing into her eyes,
This sick
the
bastard.
more emotional I became, as I knew that this was going to be the last time seeing the glistening sparkle shine in her pupils.
Sparkle?
I began to arch over her corpse, and leaned over by drawing my face about an inch over her burnt, charred face, just like we used to when she was alive. That's when I stuck my tongue out and began to French kiss her.
What the fuck?
Exactly the way we used to do it.
What the
when
fuck?
she was alive.
I can't even do this shit, bro. Is you fucking for real? Is he for real right now? Pikachu. Rick. Y'all see this motherfucker, bro? Man, what the hell? Oh, sick. Oh. No, man. No, we don't do this. This is not what's good in the streets. It's never been good in the streets. Oh, look what he's doing. Oh, I don't even know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my. This shit's nasty.
I forgive you, Hannah. I told you that you'll always be with me. I'm a man of my word, right? I promise.
You sick bitch. I'm on YouTube, can't cuss that much. Fuck this shit, bro.
This story is not for the faint-hearted.
Man,
If you are,
this story is not for the faint-hearted. You should have told me that the last story we just I don't even know what to do, y'all. I'm so aggravated. That was... What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Just what's up? You let me know. Let me know how you feel in the comments, bro. 'Cause I'm sick to my fucking stomach right now. You know, I just realized I ain't even say the fucking title of the video, bro. We watching 3 true Morgue horror stories animated. You see what's going on. Don't act like you don't see what's going on. You know what's going on, bro. You know what we're watching. Oh, this is some sick shit, bro. This is some sick shit, bro. Link gonna be in the bio, bro. So y'all can watch the first story. Like, this shit is not even...
then it's time to press that pause button and turn back. This is an utterly disturbing incident that left me in shambles. I'm a mortician. After medical school, I joined a funeral home in my local town. The first few weeks were fine. The only issue was the after-hours cleaning, because the janitor was out of town for some reason. But still, I didn't complain. After finishing my job, I dutifully burnt all the waste in the basement incinerator.
Okay.
During my medical school days, I've had so many corpse experiences that I could easily stand any gruesome-looking corpse without throwing up or getting scared. Seeing a dead hand tremble, a big toe wiggle, a sudden twitching of the eyes were no big deal to me.
That's a big deal to me.
Spark,
Zombies.
which generally occurs during the
That's
embalming
not a big
stage.
deal to him.
These little details are going to be relevant later. It was a dull Wednesday afternoon, and I was working in the morgue with my new buddy Samuel. He was a 5'11", dark-haired man who lost the battle of life to cancer.
Oh.
I was puncturing the organs in the abdomen to let the gas and fluid out when I heard footsteps in the corridor. I turned back and saw a man standing at the door with a smile on his face and a mop in his hand.
Oh, hell no, bro.
Good day, sir.
No,
I'm Jonathan,
no
the
good day,
janitor.
no good day,
You
no.
must be the new doctor. I smiled and said, "Nice to meet you, Jonathan, but I'm no doctor. I don't really save lives."
New doctor?
Don't know if he got my sarcasm, but he gave me a people-pleasing giggle and said, "I was out for my sister's wedding. It must have been tiring for you to do all the cleaning after such long shifts. But you don't have to worry anymore. I'm back now." I thanked him for showing concern and got back to work.
Great for you.
Jonathan walked away while mopping the corridor.
fuck?
Thank goodness I didn't have to stay after work for the cleanings anymore.
Oh my God.
Once I was done, I put the corpse in the freezer and left right away. Jonathan cleaned everything and locked up the funeral home before leaving. He even arrived before me, so a lot of the extra responsibilities were lifted
This is
from
about to
my
go
shoulders.
bad.
One thing I liked about Jonathan was that he kept to himself and never bothered me.
Good.
One day I was doing paperwork when the owner called me. He said that a new corpse was about to arrive. A close friend of his lost his daughter recently. He also told me that I must do a perfect job so that they can say their final goodbye to their darling daughter. I asked him the cause of her death, to which he told me that she committed suicide.
Oh, man.
The girl hung herself from the ceiling of her room.
Oh,
I told him that it won't be difficult to prepare her as her body would probably be intact. But the owner interrupted me, saying, "Actually, there's a little issue." I sensed the tension in his voice.
What?
So I asked, what is it?" He paused for a bit and said, "The sudden pressure on her neck has made her tongue stick out. Excuse me. I don't know how to put it, but you have to make her look the way she did. Her parents are shattered." I understood the gravity of this situation and assured him that I will do my best. The body arrived shortly
Oh,
after.
shit. We about to see this shit.
I went through her file for
Oh,
more
no.
details.
I
The
didn't-
girl's name was Kelly, and she was just 17 years old. I
Oh.
felt bad for her and her
Oh,
parents.
my gosh.
She was lying on the table, zipped up inside a plastic bag.
Oh,
I changed
shit.
into my gloves and usual uniform and opened the bag to take a look at her. By now, you all have gotten a clear idea
No,
that
no,
death
no,
doesn't shock
no,
me
no.
anymore. But as her face showed up,
Oh, my God. Hold on, y'all. I need a... I had the balls because I don't know what we're about to see. All right, y'all ready for this? 1, 2, 3.
a sudden gasp came out of my mouth. Kelly was lying still. She was looking at the ceiling with her wide, pale blue eyes. Her curly blonde hair still smelled of shampoo, but her mouth... God, I will never forget that. 60% of her tongue was hanging out of her mouth
Oh my
and resting on her
God.
chest. My description does not do it justice, as the sight was way more horrible than my words. It took me some time to get my shit back together. I went to my desk and had some water. The embalming table stood behind me.
I
I
can't do
finally
this.
calmed myself down and turned around to go back. Believe me or not, I found Kelly's head tilted in my direction.
Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. You gotta go. You gotta go. Put her ass in you gotta put her in the burner thing. In the car. You gotta put her in there. Light her up. Zombie. We don't do those around here. We don't do that here. Fucking zombies. We don't do no damn zombies around. This ain't The Walking Dead. Dead by Daylight. Left for Dead. We don't do none of that shit. Oh my gosh, she's looking.
She was looking at me with a lively stare while her tongue hung from the edge of the table.
Oh, fuck this.
I blamed the sudden
Fuck
change of
this.
position on rigor mortis and walked to the table. I then moved her face to the
my
previous
God.
position and began my work. I opened her mouth using a gag and started putting her tongue back inside.
Oh my.
I had to glue her lips so that by any sudden movement, The tongue never comes out. I also glued her eyes.
Why the music
Then,
sound like that?
I
She's
washed
scaring
and
the fuck out of
cleaned
me.
her. After making the incision, I sat on a chair nearby and watched her bloody fluids draining out. Once the fluids drained out, I got up to inject the formaldehyde-based chemicals to finish the embalming process. While doing so, I heard Jonathan's voice behind me. It's sad to see a young lady fade away, isn't it, Doctor?
Oh my, stop
Even
calling
though I
me
told
a
him to not
doctor.
call me a doctor, he did anyway. I replied in a low voice. Yes, it is. How old was she? 17. Jeez. Death is cruel. He exhaled in disappointment and started mopping the floor. I finished up within a few hours and left. I bought some new paints on my way home to deck her up the next morning. That entire night I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
As all I could think about
I'm not gonna
was
sleep.
Kelly.
I'm not gonna sleep. This shit is fucking ridiculous. I'm not gonna sleep now.
Kept drawing pictures in my mind, thinking how she was when she was alive. The next day at work, I discovered something very weird. I found Kelly's eyes and mouth wide open. Not just that, there were bruises on her wrists, as if she put pressure on her hands. Yes, I know it sounds impossible, and no, I wasn't intoxicated. I again glued her mouth and eyes without thinking much about this.
It's that motherfucking janitor, bro. We're not about to do this. We're not about to do this today. Someone's gonna get fucked up, and it's not gonna be us. Not the hilarious gang. Absolutely not. The janitor, keep fucking playing. Alright, that's okay. Everybody gets a taste.
But at the back of my mind, I felt something
that
wasn't
lead.
right with this corpse. No matter how I placed it, it kept changing its position when I wasn't looking. Things took an eerie turn. I was getting
do you mean?
highly disturbed by all this. I don't believe in ghosts, so I decided to get to the bottom of
For
this.
the camera?
I placed
I
a
knew it.
security camera
I knew
inside
it.
the morgue to see what exactly happens here at night. I didn't tell anyone about this because everyone would have called me crazy.
Yep.
The next morning, I
What?
rushed to work
He was smart as fuck to not tell nobody. I would have told nobody either. I would have said, I'm gonna see for my damn self.
to see last night's footage. I sat in my cabin and logged into the laptop. The first few hours, I didn't see anything. Kelly kept lying on the embalming table, covered under a white sheet. There was no one in the room, and everything was quiet. But suddenly, the morgue door opened, and a man walked in.
Oh
knew
shit!
this
What
man.
I tell y'all? What I
He
tell y'all,
walked
bro?
to Kelly and lifted the cover in one go. What he did next disgusted me to the core. He started running his fingers on Kelly's cheeks, and then leaned on her to do more obscene things that I can't even speak of.
Are you
I
fucking
couldn't
kidding
watch
me?
anymore. I sat on the chair, hiding my face in my palms. I was shocked. All this time, it was Jonathan. He's the reason why Kelly had those bruises on her arms. I rushed to the washroom and vomited, thinking how sick this man was. I had no idea that behind the people-pleasing smile lurks a necrophiliac. I wanted to beat the hell out of him for pulling off this shameful behavior. But before handing him
my
over to the
God.
cops, I planned to catch him in the act. Be it dead or alive, she's just a 17-year-old girl who had already suffered enough.
For real, bro.
I told Jonathan I was leaving early. Little did
Sick as fuck. You sick bastard. Oh my. This is it. I'm going. I can't even do it, bro. This is just not even right, bro.
he know I was going to come back after
Wrong
dinner.
video.
I left the window in my office open.
Wrong video.
At around 9 p.m., I sneaked inside from there and waited for the culprit to come back. After 10 to 15 minutes, I heard the main door open. Footsteps appeared in the hallway. I quickly turned on the laptop to watch his every move. Jonathan entered the morgue and took off the cover from the embalming table.
Oh my god.
Kelly was lying on the table like before. He leaned onto her face, and just then the security camera malfunctioned. Glitches appeared on the screen, and it turned black. Before I could act on it, I heard a spine-chilling scream outside. I bolted out of the office and started to run towards the morgue. As I reached near the door, I found it locked. Jonathan was screaming in excruciating pain. I could hear a commotion going on inside the morgue, like he was struggling for his life. The lights of the entire funeral home started to flicker like crazy, and heavy wind came from the rattling windows. I tried my best to open the door, but I couldn't. This continued for a few more minutes, and then everything became dead silent. The morgue door opened on its own after that. I rushed inside to see broken glasses dispersed on the floor and equipment scattered here and there. It was a mess. My eyes went to the left corner of the room, and I froze on the ground. Jonathan was lying on the floor dead. His jaw was broken, as if a strong force smashed it in one go. Blood was coming out of his mouth like a fountain, and above all that, he had no tongue. I slowly walked close to the table to take a look at Kelly. She was lying still, like she always did. Her eyes and mouth were wide open again. But this time, I found something more. Inside her mouth rested a chunk of a bloody human tongue that wasn't hers. I called the cops and provided them with the footage that I could gather, but Jonathan's death remained unsolved. After all, no law in this universe is capable to punish a corpse with murder charges. If you ask me, I strongly feel like he got what he deserved, and Kelly...
Chills, bro. They tried to scare me with that shit. That shit almost got me. Fuck this shit, bro. Oh my god. Sick bastard, dog. And he fucking got murdered by her. I know. Bro. You thought you was gonna just get away with that shit and that's gonna be okay? Man, bro. That shit was a lot to take in. I'm not going to cap, y'all. It's fucking 1 a.m. I'm not gonna be able to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, help a brother out. You know what I mean? Anyway, y'all, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. Shit. I'm sorry. This shit was horrible. This was a horrible ride. Man, make sure you... What the fuck? I mean, what type of sick shit are we watching here? Oh, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, bro, man. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Like, subscribe, share. Hilarious out, bro. We're out of here, bro. Me and my gang, we're out. We're hitting the door. You know what I'm saying? The hell?